its major advancements in technology, America has become the most dominant nation in the world, and this can be shown through statistics such as how America has the largest GDP and military. Becoming the most dominant nation took strong leadership, and I believe that can be attributed to our government. Our government decides how the people of America should live in our society. They set up laws and create villains, and they hope the American people will be pleased with their actions. Our government is what allowed Americans to be able to have free time and think about our actions in a humanitarian retrospect, unlike our early ancestors whose only job was to stay alive day to day. In order to pay reparations to our government, similar to how ancient people would make sacrifices to their gods, the American people work at their 9-to-5 jobs and be law-abiding citizens to make America the best. Some rituals our society is expected to do is watch TV channels like CNN and MSNBC to stay well informed about politics and vote for our president every 4 years during the first week of November. Our government is so powerful it is seen as godlike. Just as in Greek mythology, where Zeus was the dominant figure and other gods branched from him, Obama is our nation's leader and represents our nation similar to how Zeus symbolized the ancient Greek religion. Obama decides how 300 million people will live through his passing or vetoing of laws and his involvement in foreign affairs. Obama isn't the richest, smartest, best-looking, or most talented person in our society, but he was able to obtain the most influential position in our society. This not only makes Obama seem like a god, but also similar to a societal hero. He shows how you don't have to be the best at something, and instead being a nice, social, and outspoken person can get you far in this society, and any average Joe can have those personality traits. Other qualities that make Obama have hero-like stature is how he is also a ring giver. As I stated earlier, he's not the richest person in our society, and he has one of the most stressful jobs. He gives away wealth through tax subsidies and lowering the unemployment rate so people can obtain jobs in order to make money, which is very important in American society. People want to become wealthy in order to have power in society like Obama, but it's more corrupt than how Obama achieved his power. Money creates modern-day dragons like Donald Trump, who arrogantly spend their money on unnecessary objects and it makes them act like pretentious jerks. It's ironic how money is printed by our government, and it's also the reward people receive for the output of their work. People's role in society is to work in order to feed the nation's power, and as a result, people can receive power and happiness in a society through such a simple item as a piece of paper. This brings up the question, is the government corrupt or corrupting society?
But is there any evidence to support these claims about aliens and UFO abductions?
Very good question. Let's have a look.
So there have been alien sightings over Area 51 since the 1950s, but the most compelling piece of evidence, or the most compelling account in favour of there actually being aliens at Area 51 is a man called Bob Lazar, I think.
Bob Lazar, that's right.
Lazar, yeah. He says that he got degrees from MIT and Caltech, and he claimed back in 1989 that he worked at Area 51 for the US government on top secret projects, retro-engineering alien spacecraft that they found, and basically building anti-gravity flying saucers from the wreckages of flying saucers that crashed in the USA. But
according to legend, the Illuminati is a cartel of international bankers, politicians, celebrities and businessmen who seek to control all aspects of life on Earth, from current affairs to pop culture and the government. The Illuminati's goal is to establish a totalitarian government across the world and restrict our liberties.
This is what the American people mostly fear. People invent conspiracy theories like the Illuminati and hiding of aliens in Area 51 to show the government isn't as good as they say they are, and the government shouldn't be leading our people. We create these stories and monsters in order to cope with and show proof our government is distrustful. The government is disrespected by some people, and similar to how Greeks gave their gods more frowned upon attributes in later legends to sway their people into not believing them, and our society has tried something similar. Another hero, Edward Snowden, emerged through the rubble that was the government's NSA.
You have to own that then. You're giving documents with information you know could be harmful, which could get out there.
Yes. If people act in bad faith.
You're not even talking about bad faith, you're talking about incompetence.
We are. But you will never be completely free from risk if you're free. The only time you can be free from risk is when you're in prison.
While the risks were significant, Snowden himself has made it clear he feels the rewards have been worth it.
You said in your letter to Brazil, I was motivated by a belief that the citizens of the world deserve to understand the system in which they live. My greatest fear was that no one would listen to my warning. Never have I been so glad to have been so wrong. How did that feel?
I was initially terrified that this was going to be a 3-day story. Everybody was going to forget about it. But when I saw that everybody around the world said, whoa, this is a problem, we have to do something about this, it felt like vindication.
Even in America?
Even in America. And I think we're seeing something amazing, which is if you ask the American people to make tough decisions, to confront tough issues, to think about hard problems, they'll actually surprise you.
Okay.
The NSA was secretly monitoring people through technology, and Edward brought this dilemma to light. The general populace was thankful for Edward being noble enough to risk his life, and the government was angry. The government tried to suppress him by sending him to jail before he fled to Russia, thus making him the government's main enemy for betraying their secretive system. The main point I'm trying to convey is the government is so powerful that they're the ones who create the American myth by having the ability to set rules of society and create the agenda of who's our hero and enemy and what rituals and values we should follow. Will the government be overthrown like Greece's because history likes to repeat itself? Looks like the myth will have to keep unraveling for one to find out.